the disciplined ones are free in life. If you are in discipline, you are a slave to your moods. You are a slave to your passions. The best time to plant a tree was 25 years ago. The second and the best time is today. Plant the tree of self-discipline.
I've heard you say that winning is not what I once thought it was. I have found it to be much more complex than our traditional definitions of success. What's that mean?
It comes from when I was younger, just like wanting more stuff, a lot of external stuff, a lot of success, again, things out of your control. I wanted like circumstances and objects. I wanted success thinking of something I could like, the world could give me rather than something I could give myself. And I look at winning as success, it's kind of one and the same. And there's this awesome quote by, I think it's Jim Carrey, and it goes, I wish for the world to realize all of their dreams so that they can realize they don't make them complete. And he's talking about that most people's dreams are very like external, like champions, like they want to win a medal, they win a trophy, want a nice car and all this stuff, then you get it. And when you have everything, you realize this isn't what I wanted. I don't feel complete right now. And I have the amazing opportunity in my life to have accomplished so many of my dreams and realize that there's still a void missing there. So the more money I get, the more titles I get, the more I get, it's not filling me up more. But then I discovered that over time, like it's the effort, it's the journey. It's like suffering through times that I don't want to be at the gym or why I want to quit on my diet, and I push myself, and every single moment, every day leading up to the show, and I win all those moments, that's winning. That's like winning in life continuously every day. And through that journey, being able to build my relationships, not sacrifice them for winning, be able to make myself a better person, not a more stressed out, anxious person, all that stuff coming together, I've already won before I have a trophy in my hands. When I stand on stage, I haven't quit on a workout, I haven't quit on a cardio session. My girlfriend still loves me in the background. She doesn't hate me for neglecting her for the last 3 months of prep. I'm like, I won. You know, like I feel fucking good right now. And if I lose, am I going to leave and be really sad and like cry and like grieve that loss? Absolutely. But I'm still going to be proud of everything I put in. And at the end of the day, that's all I can control. And to me, that's winning.
How much do you think the joy of winning is just relief and a brief respite from fear of not being enough?
A lot of it. And I've talked to other people who have won things before and myself, and that first Olympia was a test of that. Like the biggest thing I felt was just relief. I'm like, fuck, I did it. It's over. Okay, you can relax.
I'm not a loser. I'm like, not a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's like that. Exhale. And then a day or two goes by or a week or something, and you're like, I gotta do that again, but better. If I ever want to feel like that again, this expectation's on me now, I have to do more, and I have to do better, I have to be better, I have to work harder, I have to take myself to those limits and further, because now that's my standard. And now I need to overcome that standard to really impress anyone. Like that whole thing is showing your cards. As soon as someone knows you're good, how good you are, that's a baseline. You have to be better than that to be like, okay.
So what is your advice to someone that is struggling with the pressure of success? Perhaps, for a long time they've been thinking that they want to get to a place, then they set a standard, and now they realize this pain of having to meet that standard again. Mm-hmm. How have you managed to balance these two worlds, the desire to continue to be better,
yeah,
and also the requirement to be able to be grateful and enjoy the present moment?
I think on one aspect, and something that is very strange, I think, for people to hear, because a lot of champions we hear are just like killer mentality, like win at all costs. I think on one aspect, I've accepted that I'd be okay with losing. I accepted that if I lost, like I said, I would grieve, I would be sad, it would suck, but like life would go on, I would be okay. And the Olympia is a huge part of my life, but it's not everything part of my life. So kind of giving myself permission to fail, in essence, almost give myself permission to try harder. And maybe it's not like that for everybody, but for myself, as soon as I was like, okay, if this happens and I lose, what then? Like I either quit and leave and move on with my life, or I come back and I try harder and that motivates me for more. But either way, I'm still me. I still have who I am as a person that I'll always control. I have my relationships, the people I love around me, and a lot of beautiful stuff going on in my life. So like, I'm going to be okay. And that really just kind of alleviated a lot of pressure and gave me permission to perform even more. A lot of people are afraid to even try hard, because then if you try hard and you fail, you feel like a failure. But the aspect of being a failure doesn't come from the success in the end. It comes from if you really quit on yourself, or if you don't put in the effort you know you can put in, and you're kind of holding back on your true potential. That's when I think you really deep down feel like a failure, like underneath your soul.
champion has felt it. Every president has felt it. Every king has felt it. Every lion has felt it. Every winner has felt it. Every soldier has felt it. Every victorious person has felt it. The urge to quit. Don't you give up on your dream. I don't care if you don't have the money, you don't have the help, and you don't have the family for it, and you don't have the background for it, and you don't have the friends for it. Don't you give up on your dream. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. It may take you twice as long. You may have to take courses and classes. You might not read as fast. You might not move as quick. You might not have as much. But don't you quit.